Now on CoastTV News.
Destination Delmarva, what the Maryland Transportation Authority is saying about travel on the Bay Bridge for Labor Day. Ocean City efforts. Now that swimming is allowed again after Hurricane Erin, the information the Beach Patrol wants you to know for the weekend.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Pensick and welcome to CoastTV News Midday, and we're going to take a live look at the Bay Bridge in Maryland. And according to the Maryland Transportation Authority, more than 345,000 cars will cross the bridge this Labor Day weekend, and they advise drivers to stay on US 50 on both sides of the bridge and not to use local roads in an attempt to get around backups. That's to keep those roads open for first responders. The Maryland Transportation Authority says the best times to use the Bay Bridge include Thursday before 11 a.m., so that's right about now, Friday before 10 a.m., Saturday before 9 a.m., and Sunday before 11 a.m., and Monday before 11 a.m. The unofficial end of summer is upon us, and some of the visitors to our coast are already here. And in the wake of Hurricane Erin, the Ocean City Beach Patrol is getting ready for the big weekend. They are reminding swimmers that they are on duty from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. They recommend only swimming when lifeguards are in the stands. Key note here is that the distance can be more than 800 yards between stands. The patrol says don't rely on flotation devices. We have an update to a story we covered for you this week. The Milford Police Department announced it is joining with the Delaware State Police in the Blue Envelope program. The program gives drivers with disabilities an envelope to show troopers and officers during traffic stops. It holds their license, registration, insurance, and tips or medical details that could affect behavior. Officials say the goal is to support drivers with autism and other disabilities during high-stress situations when communication can be especially challenging. Got another spectacular day in the works as we get a live look at Delaware's capital city of Dover. Our First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey joins us now with a look at First Alert weather. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Delmarva. Chilly start this morning. We had 50s and 60s, even some upper 40s well inland. And now we've warmed up a little more, but temperatures still running below average. Low to mid 70s right now. Bethany Beecher at 74, 73 in Gumboro. The same for Millsboro and 73 in Laurel. And the winds have swung around to the south and west. They're pretty light right now, but they'll get a little gusty in the afternoon as we are seeing some cloud cover right now, partly to mostly cloudy skies across Delmarva. Nothing in the way of precipitation. We still have high pressure in place, so that will keep our weather quiet and mainly dry. And then this high will slide offshore. Then those winds will start to pick up more out of the southwest later on. Here's noon on Futurecast. Seeing some clouds and some blue skies as well. Upper 70s, around 79 in Salisbury, 77 in Selbyville. And for the beaches, we're seeing low to mid 70s. Not the best beach day, but not too bad either, as we could see a few sprinkles into the afternoon with some inland areas near 80 degrees. Elsewhere, we're into the 70s as we go into the afternoon with a few more clouds increasing into the evening hours. And we're seeing those winds coming in out of the south-southwest, warming us into the upper 70s, but our temperatures still well below average and staying dry into the Labor Day holiday weekend. More on that forecast coming up a little bit later on.
All right, thank you, Bob.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, +1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There they go. After delays, the Timex Plus sounding rockets launched in succession last night at the NASA Wallops Flight Facility. The first one blasted off at 10:43 p.m. It is hoped their mission will provide clear 3D images of turbulence in the Earth's atmosphere at the edge of space. And check out the video shot by Woody in Talbot County. It's a great view of a rocket that, from this perspective, was launched about 95 miles away. It certainly lit up the Delmarva sky late last night. Investigators say the suspected killer in Wednesday's mass shooting at a Minneapolis Catholic school that left 2 children dead and several others injured had no prior criminal history and recently legally purchased the pistol, rifle, and shotgun used in the shooting. This morning, a child survivor recounted those terrifying moments.
Well, right when it happened, I dropped down under the pew, like I said, and I prayed. I said my few prayers, and then I realized, like, I can't just sit here and focus on myself, knowing that with God on my side, I would be fine. So I tried to just go and help out my fellow classmates, try to keep them calm and safe and let them know that they'll be okay.
And according to NBC News, the shooter's manifesto is being reviewed by the FBI and helping to determine a motive. Trump administration says it is planning to take over the management of Washington, D.C.'s Union Station. The station serves as a travel hub for Amtrak and the city's metro lines. The Department of Transportation's news release says that the efforts were part of a broader initiative echoing the president's March executive order laying out efforts to fight crime and promote beautification in the capital. In Millsboro, the two-way stop at the intersection of Phillips Hill Road and Cross Keys Road will have some new changes. DelDOT says starting September 10th, they're converting the intersection to an all-way stop control with new signs and pavement markings. Work will occur during the hours of 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Flaggers are expected on site. Drivers are advised to use caution. Coming up, playing like it's 1864. The rules, the uniforms, the equipment. One team in Lewis has it all. It is this week's Coastal Connection, and it's next on Coast TV News Today.
Baseball. We call it America's pastime, though over the years some of the rules and equipment have changed. But what if they didn't? As Brandon Ferguson explains in today's Coastal Connections, there's a team in Lewis that plays just like it's the 1860s.
Fielding, hitting, all for the love of one of America's oldest sports. The Lewis Baseball Club and teams like them are bringing the old ways of baseball up to speed in 2025. Founder and president of the club, Mike DiPaolo, says his team is made up of friends and other lovers of the game, but they play a little different.
You kind of get 4 strikes and 4 balls. There's a warning aside and then 3 of each. So you kind of get 4, and the umpire doesn't have to call everything. So it's a little different, it looks different, it feels different, but when you come out, you definitely recognize it as baseball.
Before being reopened in 2012, the Lewis Baseball Club tracks their history all the way back to the late 1800s.
I love history and I love baseball.
The team has traveled all over the East Coast, playing this historical style of baseball in Gettysburg and the birthplace of baseball, Cooperstown, New York. Pitchers are known as hurlers and batters are strikers. If a bad call happens, you are arguing with an arbiter, not an umpire.
We know the Lewis Baseball Club plays by the 1864 rules, but they even play with the equipment too. Check out the ball they use. You see the laces here going all the way in a different pattern, and on the other side, they even stop. And if you look at the ball that they play with nowadays, you can see the traditional laces, and this is just one of many differences that this ball club plays with.
Patrick Samuto has played for years on the team. For this matchup, his son Dalton got to watch the team play. For Dalton, there's only 2 words to describe watching his dad play.
Very funny. It's just fun having him with me to watch me play, and I get to watch him play, and it's a joy.
DiPaolo says the camaraderie of the team is what drives him to play.
You get to meet a lot of different guys who share the same passion for baseball.
One team made up of friends and love of the game. For Coastal Connections, I'm Brandon Ferguson.
We're seeing an end to the month of August that is pretty cool. We're looking at below average temperatures. Looks like that continues right into the Labor Day holiday weekend. Right now we've got some sunshine peeking through in Salisbury, 73 degrees for you. Dew point 59, so still pretty dry air in place. And we're looking at sun and clouds out there right now and a chilly start. Some interior parts of Delmarva bottomed out in the upper 40s this morning. Cambridge at 55, 52 in Salisbury, Georgetown a low of 51, 51 in Ocean City, 52 in Salisbury, and 56 in Dover. So definitely a crisp and cool start as fall is just around the corner. Now for the rest of the week, we're looking at dry conditions. It will be warm, but temperatures still running below average. And for the holiday weekend, it's cooler than average, but we will keep it dry with highs in the 70s and lows into the 50s and and 60s. Look at our 5-day temperature trend. The average high is still in the mid-80s, and we're not going to hit that. We're looking at upper 70s today, lower 80s Friday, and then another shot of cool air moving in for the weekend, 76 on Saturday, then only upper 70s Sunday and Monday, overnight lows into the 50s. And right now we have temperatures in the low to mid 70s, Milton at 74, Millsboro at 73, Ocean City at 73, and the winds have turned around to the south and west. They'll pick up through the afternoon. That's ahead of a cold front. We are seeing mostly cloudy skies on the visible satellite picture right now. High pressure still in control, but that high will start to slide offshore as our southwesterly flow starts to strengthen. And here's a cold front that will move in later tomorrow. Behind that, it's another shot of cool air for the Labor Day holiday weekend. We've got showers now across the Great Lakes into the Ohio Valley, but I think a lot of this will dry up by the time it gets here later tomorrow. So Futurecast has us in the clouds and sun. By noon, we're into the mid to upper 70s, around 80 in Seaford, Delmar, and Salisbury a little bit later on, and a little cooler at the beaches with temperatures in the 70s. For this evening, we're seeing partly cloudy skies and temperatures in the 70s, and temperatures not falling off as much tonight because we'll have some cloud cover and a southerly breeze too. So instead of 40s and 50s, it'll be more like upper 50s and low 60s. And then we'll see a westerly wind Friday afternoon, and that will warm us into the 70s to near 80 degrees. But then as we go into Friday night, we're going to see a cold front come through with a northerly breeze, and it's going to be cool Saturday morning with 50s on the way. And then by the afternoon, highs only into the mid to upper 70s as a cool holiday weekend is in store with below normal temperatures and high pressure just off to our north and west. Low humidity remaining dry with highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s. As we're looking at a southerly breeze, becomes a more westerly tomorrow and then northerly over the weekend, bringing in that cooler air, and it's below normal temperatures continuing for the first week of September right through Labor Day. 79 in Harrington and Georgetown today, maybe a sprinkle. Cambridge 77, Vienna around 80 degrees, and then Pocomoke City around 80 for you, 77 in Crisfield and Ocean City the same. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Friday is the warm day in the next several days, 81, and then mid 70s Saturday, Sunday, and into Labor Day with a mix of sun and clouds. Cool at night into the 50s, and then still remaining below average Tuesday and Wednesday with partly cloudy skies.
Thank you, Bob. And here's what you can look forward to this afternoon on Coast Life at 4.
Coast Life fans, we have a really fun show coming your way today at 4 o'clock. We're going to be spilling some tea. Coworker drama. Is it ever a good idea to date inside the office? We've got some opinions. Plus, I'm going to break down the history of Labor Day. The big holiday weekend is heading our way, but how much do you know about it? And we're going to get into the cereal bowl with a little how many of these can you name? Kendall Gordon taking us on that route and that train. It'll be a lot of fun. Tune in at 4 for Coast Life.
Coming up, yes to the dress, the big rush on Taylor Swift's outfit showcased in her engagement announcement. Coast TV News Midday is back in a moment. The dress Taylor Swift wore in her engagement photos has sold out. It comes after the photos were posted by Swift and Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce in their engagement announcement Tuesday. Swift wore a cream and black silk blend dress by Ralph Lauren, selling for just under $320. All sizes quickly sold out on the website. The celebrity couple made the engagement announcement in concurrent social media posts. YouTube TV subscribers will still be able to watch Fox's content, at least for now. The two companies announced they reached a short-term extension to their distribution deal as they continue to work on a new agreement. However, neither Fox nor YouTube clarified how long the extension will last. Coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network, 6:30, Scoops and Scores. Then at 7, it is live Delaware High School football when Cape hosts St. Mark's. Then catch the final score at 11. On the DSM Plus app, more high school football at 6. Indian River takes on Odessa. Woodbridge at Cesar Rodney. Delmar at Delaware Military Academy. Powerball jackpot is increased to $950 million after there was no winner in Wednesday night's drawing. The next drawing is Saturday, and a winner in that can get a prize of $950 million. Lump sum payment would be over $428 million before taxes. One local cashier tells us the big dollar signs have kept Powerball ticket sales going nonstop. And the Powerball jackpot is increased, and we have Saturday's drawing with that. Happening tonight at 7 at Newark, Delaware. It's the opening game of the 2025 football season for Delaware's 2 Division I programs when Delaware hosts Delaware State. It's the first season the Blue Hens are competing at the highest level of college football, the FBS. Now, this is also the first game for former Eagles wide receiver Deshaun Jackson as the Hornets head coach. Bob?
Matt, weather-wise, not a bad-looking Thursday. Mix of sun and clouds on the FH Fur Camp. 73 in Cambridge. Temperatures still on the cool side. You'll get into the upper 70s with cooler than average temperatures continuing into the Labor Day holiday weekend and remaining dry. Congratulations to William Sheldon from Millsboro on winning a brand new umbrella courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling and Coast TV. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up after the break. We have a pretty nice afternoon in store if you're doing the outdoor chores, maybe cutting the grass or just being outdoors. Looking at mid to upper 70s with the south-southwest breeze. And this evening, pretty comfortable as temperatures fall back into the 60s. Call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. It's sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead, Mandalis, Federico. Here's your 10-day forecast courtesy of Paul Davis. Friday is a little warmer, 81, mostly sunny, but temperatures below average. In fact, we get another cool shot as we head into the Labor Day holiday weekend. It stays dry, mix of sun and clouds Saturday, 76, then 77 on Sunday into Labor Day. And then overnight lows chilly into the 50s. And then it does start to warm up a little bit into next week, but it remains pretty dry. It looks like our next chance for storms comes in next Friday, 81. And right now, the beginning of the first weekend of September is looking good on Saturday with sunshine and 79 degrees.
All right, thank you, Bob, and thank you for watching us here on Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. Don't forget to join us later for Coast TV News at 5. Until then, have a great Thursday, everybody.